analysts predict monthly revenue increase of up to $500,000 in Ghana's aviation sector following recent events in Niger.
$250,000 to $500,000 extra for Ghana Civil Aviation Authority.
Also, price of imported rice more than doubles in the last 2 years. Could local rice be a game changer?
If we don't take any measure to increase the production locally, we are going to face a lot of food shortages because the imported food will be very expensive.
Plus, co-chair of Ghana Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative urges governments to list GNPC on the stock exchange.
It gives you all the benefits that you would have gotten from a strategic investor without the corruption risk.
My name is Benwafo. We'll bring you the details of our headlines and many other stories shortly. Thank you for staying with us. In our first story, recent events in Niger seems to be positively influencing Ghana's aviation sector, with analysts predicting potential monthly revenues of up to $500,000. My colleague Michael Lugbodu has the details.
While the coup in Niger and the resulting airspace shutdown has been distressing for many, Ghana's aviation industry appears to be benefiting from these circumstances.
The closure of Niger's airspace means that airlines must avoid that particular airspace, in addition to avoiding Sudan and Libya, which are trouble spots already. So a lot of detours are happening. Airlines flying from, let's say, Europe to West Africa have to make some few detours and then come through Ghana to connect, let's say, Nigeria, some countries in Central Africa, and in Southern Africa.
Interestingly, there are indications that the situation is leading to a positive impact on revenue due to increased demand.
Every one of these aircraft pays a fee, and the exact fee, varies depending upon the size of the aircraft and the specific routing they're flying. But all in all, over the course of a month, this would be somewhere in the range of $250,000 to $500,000 extra for Ghana Civil Aviation Authority.
Interestingly, the increased patronage of Ghana's airspace also raises concerns over whether the country's aviation regulator is adequately equipped to manage the heightened pressure.
I must say that the air traffic controllers that we have now in Ghana, they are very specialized and they are highly skilled. The Accra Flight Information Region mainly was handled by Ghana from Kotoka Airport here. However, though it's been divided to east and west, where we handle the western part, our people here even trained those in Lome who handle the eastern part. So our people are skilled enough to handle the load coming through us.
In light of these developments, could this potentially create opportunities for Ghana's aviation industry as it moves forward?
I don't think it's an opportunity as such. I mean, geography is geography. So, when the airspace is open, airlines are going to fly the shortest available route. It's just that right now, with the conflicts happening in Niger, in Libya, in Sudan, the shortest route right now takes them through Ghana airspace.
The benefits of this to us is that we probably may need to fast-track the decoupling of the air navigation function from the regulatory function that currently sits with the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority.
That was Michael Ogbodu's report. Away from that, as food inflation continues to push Ghana's inflation, prices of imported rice have more than doubled in the last 2 years. Could local rice be a game changer? 3 Businesses Shadrach Isrifi explores the alternatives available to consumers.
Rice consumption has surpassed maize and cassava, making it a staple in Ghana. In 2022, rice import was the 3rd highest on Ghana's import list after refined petroleum and cars, costing the country a whopping $552 million. Prices of rice have more than doubled since 2020, with India's decision to cut export of its rice by 40%. There are concerns that consumers may bear the brunt.
India banning exportation of rice. Thailand is also going to follow suit, same as Singapore and Malaysia. And then deliberately, Russia is bombarding the food that has to be exported. What I'm seeing, if we don't take any measure to increase the production locally, we are going to face a lot of food shortages because the imported food will be very expensive and the local ones will not be there. And therefore, those who don't have money could not buy.
Already, local traders are beginning to feel the heat of this development.
Beginning of the year, 50 kg rice, some was like 500 cedis, but now it's 650, some is 700 cedis and plus. 25 kilos too, we had rice that was 210, 250, but now they are all above 300 cedis.
Our sales have reduced drastically because rice is very expensive.
This has become a major concern for many consumers.
Last time I bought 75 and number was 89.
The rice I bought for 75 cedis the last time is now 89 cedis. I have to add more money.
We can't afford perfume rice now. We buy the low quality ones.
With the rising fears of further increases in prices of imported rice, could local rice be an alternative with respect to affordability and accessibility?
Cheaper, no, because what makes the rice expensive is still there. For example, last year there was minimum subsidy for fertilizer. And so the farmers had to get the rice themselves, and that pushed the price up. Moreover, we are not getting the yield that we should get from the farm.
While foreign options might offer initial cost savings, choosing local alternative contributes to our community's economic growth and food security. As such, there is a need to strike a balance between affordability and local support. Shadrach Isrifi, 3 Business, Accra.
That was 3 Businesses Shadrach Isrifi's report. Now, away from that, the Ghana Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative has suggested Ghana National Petroleum Corporation be listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. Co-chair of GAITI, Dr. Steve Mantiao, observed listing GNPC on the Ghana Bourse will come with accountability, transparency, and curb political interference in the national oil company. Eben Ejekum Boateng takes up the rest of the story.
According to Ghana Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, listing GNPC on the stock market will help improve its corporate governance structures. Co-chair of the initiative, Dr. Steve Mantiao, cited the success stories of GCB Bank, SIC, and GOIL following their listing on the Ghana Stock Exchange. Government at the time wanted to sell 70% stake in each entity to strategic foreign investors, but civil society organizations kicked against the move.
You achieve the benefit of being able to raise capital. You achieve transparency in the operations of the company. You achieve accountability. So that's how come the stock exchange usually is a preferred form of divesting government interest, because it gives you all the benefits that you would have gotten from a strategic investor without the corruption risk.
Dr. Steve Mantiao noted GNPC should be allowed to be independent, run as a business, and invest in the oil and gas value chain, and not restricted to the upstream petroleum sector.
You go to Malaysia, Petronas, the national oil company, is a major player in the petroleum sector, and they are producing oil, and the benefits, the returns on those investments are coming to Malaysia. So we expect that we increase our presence, because look, all over the world, countries that are actually making the most of their resources are not being spectators. They are investing in the exploitation of their own national resources, either by themselves or buying shares in the companies that are exploiting the resources for those countries. GNPC can do the same if we capitalize it properly and insulate the company from political interference.
That was Eben Ejekum's report. In more business stories, at 65% complete, the second phase of the KJTR Market redevelopment may likely not meet the contractual timeline set for the project in June 2024. Work on the 10,000 capacity market stalled since January 2023 due to delay in release of funds to contractors. Take a listen to the story.
Over 400 on-site workers have been laid off following the suspension of work on the market project. Traders who were evicted from the old central market to pave way for the construction of the new market project fear the completion time for the second phase of the KJTR market redevelopment may suffer a setback.
We have observed that things have come to a halt. There is no work going on the site, as observed in the past few months. Are we to sit aloof and watch as things happen? Because we have examples. We have seen the Krofro market coming to a standstill for years. Are we to sit down and watch as the Kumasi Central Market also comes to a standstill? Our big question is, why is there a halt in the construction of the market? We want to know.
Though traders in the old market were relocated to racecourse, the congestion there has compelled some to conduct their trading activities on the shoulders and in the middle of the road. This contributes to the intense congestion within the central business district of Kumasi. The 248 million euro project is expected to be completed in June 2024 to boost economic activities in Kumasi and beyond. The traders are hoping that the project will be completed as scheduled, that is by June 2024, so that they are able to move in and continue with their trading activities. And this means that congestion within the central business district will reduce. But sources within the construction firm say, with the halt in work, the completion time may likely be extended. Ibrahim Abubakar, Kumasi.
That was Ibrahim Abubakar's report. Now take a listen to how the city is faring against major trading currencies and how some of our key commodities are faring on the global market.
On the interbank foreign exchange market, where banks trade amongst themselves, the dollar recorded no price change, selling at 11 cedis. The British pound also recorded no price change, and it is selling at 14 cedis. The euro is selling at 12 cedis. It recorded no price change. However, be guided that these figures will be higher at a forex bureau near you. On the global commodities market, price of cocoa is down by 1.12%, selling at $3,449 per ton. Price of Brent crude oil is up by 0.81%, selling now at about $85 per barrel. While the price of an ounce of gold is down by 0.01%, selling at about $1,889.
That was an update from the Forex and Commodities markets. That will be all for Business News on Sunrise. My name is Minwafo. For more business stories, please check out our website, 3news.com. Stay tuned. Sports News is up next.